I'm with Ginger. Come on, Ginger. Let's go. Everything that you have in your life was imagined first. If it cannot be imagined, you cannot have it. Anything you can imagine, you can have. If you're capable of imagining it, you can have it. It's meant for you. The way to have it is to know that you have it already. That's where people get trapped in trying to manifest things, because they're trying. They're adopting the identity of someone who's trying. When you stop trying, you receive. We manifest with our feeling. If you cannot feel, if you cannot allow yourself to feel everything, if your energy is frozen, well, probably you're not going to be able to dream bigger or to feel the feeling of having it. I've always done this all my life, manifestation after manifestation. It's just that I didn't know how I was doing it, but I was doing it. So when I had the realization I'm not my thought, I'm not the body, and there are some teachers, and I'm not saying they're wrong, everyone has their own destiny. Some teachers say just don't be concerned with the physical. And I'm kind of saying the same thing when I say, like, when you manifest, don't be concerned with the 3D, don't be concerned with the physical. That it's telling, maybe the physical is telling you you're separate, you're not gonna get there, you're poor, or you have poor relationship. And you look at your life and you think, here it is, this is the proof. But you are creating the proof by adopting the identity. If you say, I am not good with relationship, or people don't love me, or anything that you believe about yourself, you create as the proof, or you see it as the proof, because your brain filters reality to find the proof of your belief. So there is a sweet spot in this. If you can perceive the subtlety, don't be concerned. Yes, some teacher, they're not concerned about the body. They're not gonna, they're just gonna feed it minimally. And they'll be in bliss. I mean, yeah, you can clothe yourself with a sheet and then be in bliss, and you can do whatever you want. You can walk the earth, and life supports life, and you're never gonna lack anything. You can do what you want, but what someone else wants, maybe not what you want. What someone else wants is not your destiny. You have a destiny. So I'm trying to point to the subtlety. And again, I'm like, I love to I love to dress her. I love to wear, I love to have my nails done. I love to wear my luxurious clothing, my comforting clothing, and I love eating in good restaurants, and I love traveling, and I love visiting cities, and that's my preference. So that is meant for me. If that's not your preference, that's perfect. Find your preference. Give me a sec. I'm gonna be back here. So I honor my preference. That is what I mean. You can honor your preference. And then I allow life to bring it, because life is intelligent. It's not my job to figure out how. And now I'm starting to understand more deeply. The conscious mind can set a target, can set a goal, and then you relax the need to know how to do it, because it's all done by your subconscious. And I know that some teachers are saying, like, don't go there, you don't have to deal with the content, it's not yours. But in my experience, in my direct experience, the more I dealt with the content, the easier it is and the freer I am. So maybe that was my destiny, to deal with the content, to feel all the emotion. I mean, my body was closed. I was living in a state of fight or flight, freeze. I was living in a state of I have to protect myself. And in a state of anxiety, and for the body to open up, I needed to feel everything. I needed to allow myself to feel the sadness, to feel that I feel like a failure, to feel like a fraud while I was walking through my fear. And I still am confronted by doubt when I create something bigger, something new. I'm not arrived anywhere. It's just that it gets easier. So my message is for those who are done hiding, done outsourcing their power to guru, and they want to walk to God in their own two shoes. They want to reclaim their voice. Have a clear voice. Have clear communication, conscious transaction, being consciously transactional, valuing yourself. I value me. How do I see me? I value me. And I know this creates mind fuck. Because there is no me, right? You are the whole and the unit at the same time. You are also the expression of the divine. This body that you are the steward of is an expression. What you have to offer is unique. You are unique. You are precious. You are unique. But everyone is equally unique and special, but not special at the same time. Your heart, what you're doing, maybe you're drawing or singing, but I'm not meaning like you don't have to be an artist. Like coaching is an art. I do my heart here when I speak. You have something in you that is unique that no one else does. And when you start to compound abundance from that unique gift, that's pure joy. And it comes with dreaming bigger and allowing yourself to dream bigger. So what I can share here is how I consciously manifest and how I did it all. I did it a lot in the past 10 years. I dream of the next version, of the next expansion. So say I had a business before. I was a graphic designer. And I wanted to manifest something better. So I felt into myself, how wonderful would it be to find a job with people who are rooting for my growth, who are supporting my growth. This was the value that I wanted to connect with. For whom I would be working from home and I would get a check every week, because I was at the time not able to negotiate my price correctly. So I was overworking, overgiving, so I couldn't have a business because it was too hard for me. At that time, I didn't have the voice, I didn't have the backbone to state my price. So I was overgiving, overworking, and I was tired and it was too much, so I didn't want to do it anymore. So the next version was that. And I connected to the feeling of joy and love and happiness of that manifestation. And a few weeks later, my partner's friend proposed to me this job, this exact job. Well, it was not exactly that, but I negotiated it to the details, to the minute details of I want to work from home, and the office was too far. I could not go every week. I could not go every day, so I went once a week. And it was a team who supported my growth and my learning to work in a team. I was still very contracted and I needed to learn to work with others. That was the path of growth for me. So my dream brought me to grow. And when I knew I was done there, I started to be scared of letting it go, but I could not endure it anymore because it was not supporting my growth. It was done. And the next version was, how wonderful would it be to be a coach and to have people and to help group, and I saw them in my mind's eyes before they appear. And then through this business, how wonderful would it be to give private container, high-ticket private container? How wonderful would it be to bring in the picture of your dream? So it's always created in the mind first. Anything that is held in mind will appear in your reality. The problem is many people don't have the focus. They're not holding the picture, like it's not gonna happen, it's not for me, what are you thinking? And all these beliefs are in the way. It's wrong to want more. You should be giving, you should be loving, you should be nice. All your subconscious material is in the way. And or they're attached to the result. What if it doesn't happen? Then it has to happen. And when will it happen? And then they fall back into a survival mode. If you want it too much, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna come. No, Ginger. Yeah. Viens, on va aller dans le champ. Come on, let's go. We'll see something else. I don't want to go there. Oh yeah, the wanting it too much. So I will give you an example. I was a runner at some point. I was exploring myself through running. I ran a lot. Marathons, ultra marathons, mountain climb. Anyway, big. I wanted to see my physical limit. And I was enjoying myself a lot, exploring that. So I was running, smiling, and then I had this thought, wow, how wonderful would it be to be sponsored by a brand of clothing. And I felt the joy of running and be sponsored and receive all the clothing. And I connected to the feeling of joy, and I started to make some move in the reality, in the 3D. I went to a store and I asked. It was Salomon store, and they said, no, we're just doing like athletes that are bringing money in, like big athlete, big name. Salomon is really into big name. And so I felt, wow, how wonderful would it be to find a company that would support my value, that would be happy to sponsor a woman that is like in her 40, I was late 40 then, like a normal person, and sponsored that normal person for all of the normal women to find their brand. You know how wonderful would that be? Would it be to find that? And I let it go. I did not do anything. I had just this thought and this feeling and this nice feeling about it. And I felt like the vibe was we often, when I used to run in the winter, and I would wear merino wool, and merino wool is quite expensive. And the feeling was joy, the comfort of merino wools, you know, like the feeling of the vibe of running in the woods. Anyway, I was running in the woods for the vibe of it. Like I felt like I was in a movie. The frequency was really high. So that was my passion at the time. And one day I received a phone call, and someone told me there's a company in Norway. It's very high end, and they're looking to expand their brand in Canada. And I am the representative of Quebec, and I want you to be an ambassador for us. How would you like to be sponsored by the company? I went on the website. I almost fell down my chair. It's so beautiful. If you want to see, its name is Caritra, caritra.com, KARITRAA.com. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Like not only merino wool, but the colorful, comforting vibe, the exact vibe that I had connected to. You know, the vibe of the winter comfort, firewoods, rustic, wooden cabana, but chic and rich and wealthy. I mean, I was like, wow, how can that be? Amazing. And I had a partnership with them that lasted for the time that I was happy with it. 5 years, 4 years. Just after COVID, it stopped. But my God, like I have all this clothing right now. It's precious to me. It's still wonderful and beautiful. And I had so much fun. I was giving them energy, my energy. And the girl said, I connected with you because of your smile. It's your smile, it's your joy that we want. You know, not my performance. It was the frequency they wanted. So our frequency connected in the quantum, and life, through a bridge of incident, brought us to be in contact together. And I'm doing this all the time, bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is why my business is shifting to that. But if you want to create from the frequency of knowing, it's at the identity level. It's that the knowing of your worthiness, the knowing of you are worthy. And it's not gonna work if you don't know what is in your subconscious. Because you might repeat affirmation, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. But if you don't feel worthy, you're just putting an affirmation on top of. It's like you're trying to renovate a house, but you want to put beautiful things on top of old things. So there's a need to empty the house first. If you don't know what's there, if you don't even know what's there, it's not going to be possible to shift anything. So my course, what I'm building right now, and I'm working with people right now, and next week we're going to do the work. Next session, we start to look under the hood. We start to look, what am I believing about myself? What am I believing about others? What am I believing about life, really? And am I able to drop this? Am I able to drop this belief? And it comes with feeling all the feeling. Because the belief, they're maintained there because there is an emotion attached to it. And if we don't detach the emotion from the belief, it's gonna stay there. It's like I'm inviting you to finally breathe. Finally breathe. Open your body. But it's at the level of the body. It's at the level of the nervous system. It's not at the level of the mind. The blocks are not at the level of the mind. They are deeper than that. So if you are ready to go deep, if you want more with less effort, you're gonna have to go deep. And if you are ready to go deep, I can support you with shortcuts. I can support you with shortcuts. It's gonna be it's just quicker. If you do it alone, it can be done, but you do it with me, it's quicker. Because I did it. All right, if you have an interest in any of what I'm saying, for now, I have an offer open. It's really a good opportunity. 12 weeks. The investment is not as much as my usual offer. And it's USD $999 for 12 weeks. We are in this moment 7. I'm looking for 5 more. So I'm calling in 5 more to study the 12 universal law. The law that are immutable, that are working behind the scene, that are already working. And when you know these laws, you can start to co-create consciously with the universe. The more you align with these laws, the easier it is. So we're going to study one law every week. And you're not going to only get an understanding. I want you to get an embodiment of these laws. Not just an understanding. Enough of just learning. You know enough. When you know enough, you are ready to embody. We will focus our intention on embodying the law. And that is very powerful. So if you're ready to expand, grow, continue to expand, because you've been expanding, but accelerate your expansion, then I am available for you. And this is my offer for now. I'll insert a link to connect, and I'll insert a link to pay, and as soon as you pay, you are in, and you the process starts as you pay. That's how it works. And the course starts next Wednesday, 1 week from now. Okay, see you around. Bye bye.